You're welcome. Oh my goodness.
How we doing today, guys?
John, is this your first time to Philly, or have you been?
No, I've been here before.
Amazing. Well, welcome back. I am a local to the Philly area.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
Can you turn those lights on?
Just a bit. Just a bit. It's showbiz, John. It's showbiz.
Okay.
You alright with them?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just look down at your cute face on the screen down there. There you go. John, do you mind if I play a little game that I created called This or That?
What if I say no?
Then we'll skip it.
Okay.
But do you prefer coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Do you prefer Mike Myers or Michael Myers?
Again?
Mike Myers or Michael Myers?
Neither.
Do you horror or sci-fi?
Science fiction.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Please.
A hoagie or a cheesesteak?
Neither.
Neither. You might get beat up in Philly, I'm sorry. That's fine. Would you rather be able to speak and understand all languages or be able to speak and understand animals?
Both.
Both. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. And that's the game of This or That. Thank you for playing. Thank you so much for playing. So, John, why the storytelling of horror and sci-fi? What made you want that to be the storytelling that you wanted to do?
Well, it wasn't my choice. When you're trying to be a director in Hollywood, you take what you can get when you're young and trying to make a career. And this little low-budget movie called Halloween came along, so I took it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you just were like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So before that, horror, you were not a fan of horror?
No, I love her.
Oh, okay.
Are you kidding?
I was going to say, I was like, that's an odd choice then. So growing up then, what sort of horror stuff were you really into?
I wanted to get into movies to do westerns.
Ooh.
The westerns died years ago.
Were you a huge Jimmy Stewart fan then?
What fan?
Were you a huge Jimmy Stewart
I
fan?
love it.
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me about westerns then. What about westerns was like about it that you loved?
Do we really have to talk about westerns?
No.
Why don't we ask them what they want to talk about?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
You want to go right to their
Yeah, let's do it. Let's
5 minutes.
I want us to hear what you guys want to talk about.
Amazing. So I guess there are microphones.
Hi everybody, my name is Colby. Hi Mr. Carpenter, nice to meet you again.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite movie to genuinely direct? What was like your favorite time doing that?
To direct?
To direct, yes.
Well, the easiest one was Halloween. The hardest one was The Thing, and I love it both.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Nice. And then we'll go over to the right side.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Caitlin, and
How are you? Oh, there you go. Hi, how you doing?
How are you? I had a question. Have you ever been afraid of one of the characters you worked with, or had any nightmares about them?
No. It's all fake.
Yeah.
These are people, we're all play acting, okay? I'm scared of real life. The real life terrifies me. Try going to the Middle East right now. Try going over to Israel. I ain't that guy. But movie horror, it's fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We'll go all the way over to this side.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. The question I have is, so you've scored a lot of movies, of course. So my thing is, there's been the synthwave genre that's been popping up since the 2010s and 2020s.
Hang on a second. Take that again slowly.
Sure. So basically, with the stuff you've scored, the synthwave genre that's been going around the 2010s and 2020s, my question is, have you listened to any of it? And it seems to be a lot inspired by your works. And what do you think of it? Is there anything that you've listened to in the past? Anything like that?
Well, I've video games all the time. I think that the greatest video games, I have to say, well, Borderlands 2, and I played one that's not very popular, but I've played it for years, called Fallout 76. That game is brilliant.
Thank you so much. We'll go back all the way over there.
Mr. Carpenter, big fan. Loved Escape from New York. Do you enjoy scoring the movie or directing?
Scoring or directing?
You use the word enjoy. That's the wrong word. Directing has been the love of my life, okay, since I was a little kid. Something I wanted to do. I have an enormous passion for it. Music is secondary, but much more fun because it's the pressure to do music is none. It just comes out. So I would say directing. Directing is my thing.
Thank you. We'll go back over.
Hi, my name is Kay, and my question is there an actor that you would love to work with again, or an actor you would absolutely never work with again?
I love Kurt Russell. I love working with him. He's one of my favorites.
Was there something about Kurt, because there were so many films that you did choose to go back with him, was there something that made, was it the collaboration you had together, or?
Well, he's a friend, but he can play anything. He can play you, me, anybody.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable talent. Yeah, but he's underappreciated, I think.
Very much, very much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.
We'll go back in the middle.
Hi, my name's Mark. I'm just The original thing is such a classic movie.
Yeah.
What were the creative choices you made when you made the changes in the newer version, which I think is unbelievable. My favorite movie.
Thank you. Well, we just brought it up today. You know, if you read the novella that the thing is based on, the creature is much more like my version than the original. They had a tough time figuring out how to make that work in those films. That was 51 and 52. So that's the big change.
Did you have a favorite out of the monsters that you got to make in your version? Did you have a favorite one, like a favorite reveal out of the human? Because I
love the head scenes.
Yeah. We'll go back over here.
Hi, my name's Sophia, and I was wondering what's your favorite horror icon, obviously besides Michael Myers?
Favorite horror icon?
What do you mean by icon?
Like Chucky, Freddy, Ghostface.
Oh, like any of the other. Do you consider them icons? That's sort of the question. Because I don't know if he does.
Well, my favorite icon, Frankenstein. Okay, the original Frankenstein. I love it. That was Carl. You know.
Perfect. We'll go all the way back.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. I really love The Thing. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. And I just wanted to ask, what was the hardest part of directing, or I guess the process of making The Thing? Was it like the practical effects, the story writing, or trying to act out the scene, and what were the complications of it?
We don't have enough time for me to tell you that. That movie was blistering hard, man. We went up to the snow. We went up on glaciers. It was grim. It was hard. It was rough. I hated every minute of making it. I'm happy about the results.
Are you glad that now, even though it was so hard to make and you say you hated it, but it is iconic now? Are you like, thank God?
I was in my 30s back then, and my career would have been totally different if that had been a success.
years, there's been any fan stories or reactions that really touched you from watching your films? Like if there was like a fan story that really got to you?
Okay, slow down and ask me the question one more time.
Sure. I bonded over your films with friends and family. Was there any fan stories you've heard over the years from fans of your films that really touched you?
Well, every time somebody goes with my movies or likes it touches me, okay? So there's nothing specific about that. It's just anybody. Thanks.
Over there, all the way up.
Hi, I'm Mr. Carpenter. At the end of the play, 1982, did McCready give Child's gasoline?
Say that again?
At the end of the thing, did McCready give Child's gasoline to drink? To reveal whether or not he was the thing.
I think you're asking for spoilers that you should just. You don't want to spoil.
No, hang on a second. I'm not going to tell you who's the thing that
Yeah.
All right?
That's not. I just want to know.
Everyone wants to know.
I got it.
That's not. Come on, people. That's the wonder of film. My goodness. Over here. Yeah, you're welcome. I got your back. Over here. Don't ask dumb questions.
Let's see. My name is Mr. Carpenter. When you were making They Live, did you realize you were making a movie about right now?
Well, yeah. But, you know, it was about Reagan's era, Ronald Reagan's era. It just so happens that never ended. It's still going on right now. Even worse. Oh, I'm sorry, anybody who loves Trump, I apologize right now. I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize for that.
Thank you.
Right in the center.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi.
What was it like to come back to the Halloween franchise decades later? Longhouse trilogy, both as a producer and scoring music.
Well, I love scoring music for Halloween, the 3 Halloweens. And David Ward redid. He's a really terrific director. I got to work with my son and godson on his scores, and that's fun. But, you know, the Halloween movies are all about money. People see money in them. I didn't think there was enough story after the first one. Why was I alone, huh? So, I'm just a stupid shit when it comes to that. I don't know.
So, fun fact, I got to meet Nick Castle, I guess the first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not who you'd think is under there.
Yeah.
The nicest dude ever. He was at a comedy sports tournament that I was at because he knows Dick Chuck now, the owner of Comedy Sports. The nicest dude. How did you find and cast the nicest dude to play the most not nice dude? How did that come about?
I didn't have to look very far. He was my friend. I went to film school with him, and he said, I want to watch you make this movie. I said, well, great. You can play the same.
Yeah.
Nick is a director in his own right. I don't know if you know that. He did The Last Starfighter, which I recommend to anybody who wants to see the movie.
That's great.
It's onward.
We'll go back over this side.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Sweet, and I know your filmography goes back a long time, but a few years ago, you had Toxic Commando get revealed, and I was wondering what your work on that video game is. Is it just like the concept, or is it something more kind of deeper than that?
I hate to tell you what my work is, but I extend my hand and a check arrives. That's my work. I don't even know if that's coming out. A company that made it went under or something. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
All right, man. Sorry to let you down.
No. You still got paid. Over here.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Chris.
Can you speak closer to the microphone?
Oh yeah, of course. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned you love video games, and your movies have influenced video games like Solid Snake and Snake Plissken. I was wondering if you had to adapt a video game that you're enjoying to a movie and you were going to direct it, what would that be? What video game would you adapt?
I don't really know because most of the movies made in video games have been shit, you know? They really are not good. It's a different art form. And it requires your participation and your talent and your thinking. So, movies are passive. You know, you go in and watch. So I don't know if I'd want to, you know. But thanks for the question, young man.
Thank you. Center.
Hi, my name is Nick. My question was, what do you think about the fact that physical effects are getting phased out more and more from CGI and being brought back with films like Terrifier?
That the physical, like that more physical effects are coming back and less CGI finally.
Is that true? Is that
Yeah.
In Terrifier, they're starting to use a lot more physical effects, and that franchise is really profitable, so I think they're starting to bring it back in the horror period.
Young lady, please.
Yeah, you're talking very fast.
Sorry.
It's okay. You get excited. You got a legend up here. If we just all Jacob, if we just all sin, make it nervous.
Hey, just say it again, ask me again, but really slowly.
What do you think about physical effects being brought back after the era of CGI and horror?
Let me ask you, what movies are physical effects now? Which ones?
Terrifier is a really good example of physical effects being brought back, and it's very profitable, so I think it's going to get brought back into more things, as well as A24 is starting to do a lot of very interesting things with
Well, I'm not aware of it, but I think it's great, you know, but look, computer effects can do great things. It's a tool. It's a filmmaker's tool. That's all it is. So, we didn't have computers in 1981. We didn't have that. So we had to do practical effects. There's something more real about practical effects. You feel like you feel like they're in space. They're taking up weight. They're actually in front of you. Computers are distant from you. But either one's fine with me.
I think you're right. It's a tool. It's not the only way, right? You use this tool, you use that tool, you use them together.
Now, guys, can we come up with some spicy questions?
Ooh, spicy questions. We'll go over here. What do you got? It doesn't have to be spicy.
I was gonna say it's not very spicy. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hi, my name is Paige. I'm a really big fan of both your movies and also your Lost Themes albums. And I just wanted to ask if you could write a movie based off of a song off of Lost Themes, what song would you use?
What song?
From your Lost
Themes album.
Oh, I don't know. You have to choose that.
Which would you pick?
Under pressure. Wait, hold on. I have
No, you're
I
good.
needed to see it.
You're fine.
Maybe Break or Abyss.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
I plan on seeing you in concert soon, so I'm very excited.
Oh,
Come see us.
that's lovely. Over here.
Hey, Mr. Carpenter. So, what was your experience making In the Mouth of Madness?
Well, we had a good time. We were up in Canada, in Toronto, and Sam Neill, I love very much. I love working with him. And it went just fine. We didn't have a lot of time. It was 35-day shoot, as I remember. But it worked out great.
I'm wondering, I don't know if this is spicy, but is there a horror film that you've seen that you actually do enjoy other than your own? Like, or do you think they're all trash?
Oh, they're not trash.
Great. Which ones do you like? That
Horror films have been with us since the beginning of cinema, and they're pretty much the same. Every generation recreates horror for their own, for themselves. And most of them are shit, like you say. A few are fair, and then there's a few really good or great ones. And those are the ones I care about.
you're gonna share those?
No.
Okay. Well, now you're being.
I don't want to talk down about other directors if I possibly can, except Rob Zombie. I mean, that's talk down.
Yeah, that was shit. Okay, in the middle.
Yes, hello, Mr. Carpenter.
Hi there.
First off, thank you for Bloody Frankenstein. That was actually my first
one?
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Lars Marlowe. I love him. And thank you for giving us Halloween and the thing. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a spicy question. Sorry.
That's okay.
What I do have is a request. My friend Chris was supposed to be here, but unfortunately is out sick, so he really wanted to meet you. So can you just say thank you, Chris, for loving Halloween?
Say the line again.
Thank you, Chris, for loving Halloween.
Thank you, Chris, for a lovely Halloween.
Well, thank you so much.
Anything you could have gotten. That's amazing. I love it. All right, we'll go to this side.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Vincent. When you were getting started, before you started your career as a director, what movies or other directors served as your inspiration?
Oh, wow. Well, I love the classic Hollywood directors, Hitchcock, Hawks, Ford, those guys. As for a favorite, I don't know. Like I say, I grew up on westerns. I think Real Bravo was probably my favorite movie. Anyway, onward.
Thank you, Mr. Carpenter.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. We'll go back all the way over there.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. Big Trouble in Little China is one of my favorite movies. Do you have any stories or anything like crazy that happened on the set that was like one of your favorite movie moments? And what was it like bringing that story like to the big screen?
Wow, a lot in there.
I love when people are like, I have a question, and then there's 30.
If I have any funny stories, not really. See, movies are just a whole lot of work. That's what they're all about. You get up early in the morning, you go to the set, the coffee, you sit in the chair, you talk to the actors, you tell them what to do, put the camera someplace, and you start shooting. It's not fun. Everybody's not laughing and having a great time. We're working our buns off. So, that movie was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the result. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go back to the middle.
Hello, John Carpenter. Not the founder of it.
Can you get to the middle of the mic? Yes, thank you.
Hello. I'm doing well. Not to sound redundant, but the thing is objectively the greatest film of all time. But I just want to get that out of the way. But my question for you is actually, is there a horror movie that you have seen recently that you wish that you had made?
Oh, man. No.
How about differently? What is a movie that you've seen recently that you really love?
Boy, I'll tell you. Oh, man. You're asking my memory now, which is bad at my age. I'll tell you a movie. Okay, what did you think of The Substance?
I love it.
You did, huh?
Love
All right.
it. Yeah.
No, I didn't.
See, that was coming. It was a beautiful setup.
I'm not like cruel.
Yeah.
What did you like about it, actually?
What?
What did you like about it?
What did I like about The Substance?
What did you not? What did you not like about it?
Everything.
Fair enough.
Thank you so much.
You got it.
Yeah. We'll go all the way over here.
Hello, my name is Danny. My question for you, John, was do you have a movie that got away, one that you put work into but never got to make that you wish you did?
Not much, but there was one that I really wanted to make based on a science fiction novel called The Star Is My Destination. It's very, not a lot of people know it. I would love to have made that.
Look that up, thank you.
Thank you. All the way over that way.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Austin. This might be a little spicy, but I was just wondering what your thoughts on Mark Zuckerberg are.
On who? What?
Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook.
Mr. Carpenter, my name is Mark. The Thing is my favorite movie of all time.
Thank you.
The cliffhanger at the end has been torturing me my entire life.
Yeah.
Are you going to make a sequel to The Thing, as I've been asking for?
We're working on it now. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Jack Burton just wanted to say that the check is in the mail too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Very nice, very nice. Over here.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Knight. I was wondering, since you're such a big fan of westerns, if you could answer me a bit of a this or that question. Do you prefer, going back to the old western movies, Clint Eastwood or John Wayne?
Oh, the Duke. John Wayne.
Do you agree?
I'm not a big fan of westerns, but I just wanted to ask that because that's a little bit of spicy questions in terms of that.
I like it, I like it. You're looking for controversy, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Let's go to this side.
I love your Elvis movie, and I was wondering if you ever thought about doing another like biopic based off a real person.
No.
Okay. That's all I got.
Thank you, man.
What made you choose Elvis, though?
It shows me.
It chose you.
Nobody wanted to do that.
Yeah.
They were all afraid of it. They were all afraid of that movie. So I was a young kid and I needed to do it. So I did it.
Funny?
Money.
Did you see the new one?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, me neither. I couldn't stand the way that awesome button didn't shut up. Alright. You read the number.
So The Thing is also one of my favorite horror movies because it is an
It's such a wonderful theme. I don't think you ever get tired of hearing that.
No, I don't.
No.
I was wondering if you were in The Thing with the cast, besides McGrady, who would you trust the most to get you through?
Nobody. That's the whole point. Nobody.
Fair enough.
Nobody.
What do you think your role would be in it?
That's all right.
What do you think your role would be in it?
My goal, survival.
Role.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta so guys, you know, it's 13 minutes until this is supposed to be over, and I need to go meet my drug dealer. So can we wrap this up with some great questions? Sign your leg.
Let's thank you. Thank you for remembering. And you just joked about your memory. You did. This song.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Damien. If there's one real person that you would suspect of being an alien from their live, who do you think it would be?
Yeah. If there was a real person in the world that you suspect is a real alien, who do you think would be?
Who do you think?
Maybe Elon Musk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Definitely. I like that. Thank you so much. We're here.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Kyle. Huge fan of the Halloween series. I understand there was a rights battle in the mid-90s for the series, and you threw your hat in the ring there. If you would have won the rights, what direction would you have taken the Halloween series?
There was a rights battle? I don't know anything about it.
No, from my understanding, yeah.
Well, you tell me, man. I don't know.
Apparently there wasn't, dude.
Apparently there wasn't.
Halloween is a movie I made, and I didn't think there was any story left. I think I've said this already. There's nothing left to do. That serious. It's done. That first movie is it. But no. So if people want to make money, they did more. So there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right at the center.
Yo, John. I hope you're doing all right.
Hey, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hi.
From my understanding, you used to be in a little band called Coupe de Villas with Nick Castle and Tommy Lee Wallace, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. How would you compare working as a solo composer, at least more separate composer, to working in a band? Because that's something I also have a personal interest in.
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know what to say about that because I work as a composer for money, and I sang in a band for fun. So it's a whole different ballgame.
I appreciate that, John.
You got it.
Nice, thank you. Over here?
Good. My name is Mallory. We met a little bit earlier. Thank you so much for the autograph.
Oh, you're welcome.
So my question was, if you were to go on a date with someone who was a vampire, or go on a date with someone who was a werewolf, who would you prefer?
Oh boy. Well, it depends on the girl. And if she's really good looking, I know the vampire well.
Nice. Thank you so much.
I like that. Ooh, I like that. Over here.
Hey, Mr. Carpenter, what's your favorite city and why?
Favorite city?
Well, there's really no question about that. It's LA, dude. I love LA. Have since I got there.
Out New York?
What?
Out New York?
No, hell no. No, I should say Philadelphia is my favorite city, but I'm not going to say that.
No, we're fine. We're fine being here. Yeah. Here you go, Senator.
I'm Mr. Carpenter. I'm a huge fan of Halloween and also of the thing. Fox and another excellent movie, and Prince of Darkness too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you had the ability to cast any classic actor from the golden age of Hollywood in a movie, who would it be?
Well, it might be one of the Jimmy Stewart or John Wayne or Grace Kelly. Now, there's an actress I'd love to work with.
That really is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Over here. Can you get closer to the mic? Thank you.
I'm a big fan of movies like Big Trouble in Little China, and I was wondering if you want to make a fantasy action martial arts movie.
Combine fantasy and action. What made you want to kind of combine those?
Well, I just love the story. And I love Chinese martial arts movies. So that's what drew me to it. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. I'm a huge fan of yours. Always admired your candor, very direct responses, don't sugarcoat things. I was wondering, have you ever been in a bar fight?
No, I haven't. I haven't been in a bar fight.
Do you want to be in a bar fight?
Yes, oh God.
I can name a few bars that.
No, I don't want to do that. No.
Thanks, Mr. Carpenter.
Got it.
Thank you. The center.
Hi, Mr. Carpenter. My name is Lou. Actually, I was going to ask something very similar to the last person. So, quickly. First, I guess an anecdote. When I was about 6 or 7 and I saw the thing on TV, I was very confused. I was
Saw the thing when you were 6 or 7?
only a little bit of it.
What is wrong with you? You're too young for that.
I know, because I was wondering where the rest of the other contestants were. I was 6. Again, sorry, I'm trying to think really fast.
It's okay.
Good question.
You're good. Keep going.
Who's your favorite, quote-unquote, scream queen?
Scream queen.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
If you didn't say that, you may have gotten moods of the dog. Yeah. Over here. Thank you.
So, Mr. Carpenter, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming here. I think I have what might qualify as a spicy question.
Okay, good. Let's go.
One of my favorite actresses, one of the first actresses whose assets I ever noticed growing up. What was your life like with Adrienne Barbeau? I said life with, not what was she like.
Now, that's my private life, and I'm not going to get into it. Sorry.
That was too spicy. Too spicy. Caliente. I'm so sorry. We have 1, 2, 3, and then, yeah, that's how we do that, right? So, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Carpenter. I just want to say thank you for directing one of my favorite films of all time, Starman.
Thank you, Dalton. Thank you.
Oh, that's all I was. That was so nice.
thank you for Halloween. That score, I think, is so iconic and synonymous not with just the movie, but with the holiday itself. What was it like to sort of rework that score with your son for the new trilogy?
Oh, it was fun. Just fun. We had something to go off of, but it was the new stuff that we did that was so much fun. And I just love music anyway, so it was great fun. Plus, they paid us for it, which is awesome.
Thank you very much.
Funny's fun. And our last question, yes?
Hi. A decade ago, when you were in Philly, my short film won Best Horror Student Film, and I told you that I used the Halloween score in it, and you asked me for money, but I was broke, so I can pay you back now.
Oh, okay.
Do you have it in cash or?
I have $20.
$20.
Oh, you keep it, man.
That's fair enough. Yeah, this is amazing. I asked John backstage, I have a Michael Myers tattoo on my leg, and I asked John backstage if he would sign it, and he said yeah. So this is amazing. Don't worry, I'm wearing shorts too. I did this on purpose. So anywhere, I think here, yeah, that'd be amazing. This is the coolest moment of my life, just so you can see.